Hi. Hi. I was spend some moments with you before it started raining again. I'm up here on the cliff path. See how beautiful it is? It's Saint Matrianna. Incredible clouds in the sky. Icy on my head, and here I am. I'm walking along this cliff path. So yeah, it's really cold on the cliffs, but just a moment ago the sun was shining and it was beautiful, and I thought, aha, here's an opportunity to have a little chat with you. Yeah, how are you today? This is the last day of the year. Can you imagine? This is the last day of 2020, and I really hope that 2021 is going to be better. It's been a most challenging year. So let me just show you now as I walk along here. So just wishing you the opportunity to get out today and enjoy some fresh air wherever you are. So important to get out and enjoy nature, because what we know about the immune system is that it needs nature. We need fresh air, we need water, good fresh water. So let's take a moment and stand here. We need connection. We need to be with our loved ones. We need to feel held and safe and connected. Just deeply relax. Whoa. So invigorating. So amazing just to be up here and listen. Spend a moment listening to the waves. Feeling our feet on the ground. Taking a breath. Breathing in the fresh air. Such an amazing thing to breathe, and oxygen is so important for our bodies. So let's just breathe together in this moment. Taking a breath in, breath out again. To the waves. That water, so much water, stretches so far and so deep. And we are water as well. Our bodies are mainly water. Isn't that incredible? And water is the element of the emotions. Our emotions are really getting kind of stirred up at the moment. Here, you've chosen to be here for a reason. Purpose right now. Transforming and uplifting the consciousness of humanity. That we are way more than our physical bodies. That we are soul in our body. there's a soul walking along the path. He's obviously got a purpose with his dog. I wonder where he's off to. Oh, 2 dogs. So, yeah. What's your sense for yourself right now? What's your sense? What's your sense of your purpose right now? Has thrown all sorts of images trying to flip. Okay. There. Oh, my hands are so cold. It's really hard to know with all these little symbols on the camera how to move it around. And I thought I would just come back and face you for a moment. What's your sense of your purpose right now here on Earth? It's like all the shutdowns and the lockdowns and the cancellation of plans. It's like our dreams have been cancelled this year. We can so easily lose our sense of purpose, our sense of meaning, and yet we need a sense of purpose and meaning to bring joy to our lives, to really connect with ourselves, to feel that in ourselves, to feel that aliveness. And it's so important to maintain that feeling of aliveness, isn't it? That feeling of connection. So I found a little place to rest. There, that's better. My hands are very shaky, even more so at the moment with being so cold. So, my sense is that humanity has got a huge amount of healing to do at the moment. That we're born into this collective trauma field and we don't even know that we're in it, and we're completely numb and disconnected from the full intensity of what's gone on before us. And we slowly awaken to that. There's this like transformation of our consciousness and our healing, and everything's stirred up at the moment. Everything's been really stirred up, and then that triggers us with our own unhealed trauma, our own emotions, and it's really challenging. And it's a bit like a roller coaster. So how can we keep anchoring into ourselves every day and just finding some kind of grounded state of being? And how can we support each other? Because our connection with each other is really, really important to just having that connection. I've got raindrops in my eyes. Oh, just having that connection, because otherwise it can feel really lonely. And I know a lot of us have been feeling really, really lonely lately, especially when we're beginning to heal and we're beginning to have understandings about what's gone on that we were completely unaware of, because we're in this kind of dream spell through the media, through all the messaging and things that's going on. It's very hard to actually challenge that status quo, especially when everything that we begin to discover for ourselves, then there's somebody else who's in the dream spell that says, no, that's not true, and I've just heard it on the BBC, and all these things. We know now, if anything, that we can't trust what's coming through the media. So that can make us feel really alone and isolated and cut off from our families and our friends. And it's like how to have the courage to go through that even when we are cut off and feel isolated. But what's important to know is that you're not alone. I'm not alone. There's an incredible amount of people right now really going through this huge process of awakening and self-healing. And that we all need to heal. We all have trauma that's needed to be healed. Every one of us. So particularly I get touched with the wounding I have around my attachment trauma, disconnection. As a baby, as a little one, it was really painful for me. And each one of us has a particular wounding because we're born into this collective trauma field. And it's not just that we've had a hard time, that our mothers had a hard time, and our grandmothers and great-grandmothers and great-great-grandmothers, and there's like this huge ancestral lineage of pain that we've had to cope and get through this huge thing that's happened to humanity. And at the same time, whilst we're doing that, there's this incredible thing that we are not just a kind of mechanistic human being, but we are really special. Human beings are really special, and that we have a very specific role to play on this planet. And it's very much about awakening and healing and supporting each other. So every day it's about how can you awaken to the miraculous, unique nature of your own self. Because you're completely unique. There's no one else like you at all. There's no one like me, that we're all different and we each have this unique role to play. So it's awakening to that, and awakening to the pain that's there in us that hasn't been really felt before, hasn't been healed. And that's a difficult job, to begin to heal that, begin to feel it, because we can only feel as much as we're able to feel, because after that it becomes too painful. So just take it really easy, be really, really kind to yourself, take it slowly. You don't have to suddenly do everything all at once. That's why we have to resource ourselves every day, connect with friends, support ourselves, support each other, be resourced. So I think I'm going to have to end. My fingers are turning completely icy, even inside the gloves, but it's so magical. The sky's changed now. I'm going to give you a little view again. The sun is all misty, so I'm going to turn it around. Look at that. So the sun up there, there's the mist come across, and you can see off in the distance the coves, and then across there the sun is on the hills. Turn around, this is all the headland, the moorland, and there's the church of Saint Matrianna, a wonderful woman. I have many and that's in front of us is the island of King Arthur, the Tintagel castle there, which is thought to be the birthplace of King Arthur. And we were right on the edge of the cliff. So the wind is strong, I'm not blown over, I'm a bit nervous. There's the sea down there.